everybody, this is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. My name's Angie and I'm your Wednesday vlogger. This week's topic, we're talking about toxic people in our lives, if we have any that sabotage our weight loss efforts. And when I read that topic, I was thinking about it, and the first person that came to mind as a sabotager, my number one sabotager is myself. I am in my life and I sabotage my weight loss, success, and my goals. The longer I have the band in me, the more I learn. The more I learn about myself, about what motivates me to make bad food choices. Today was like an epic fail for me, which that sounds terrible, but really I had a situation today where I was kind of thrown under the bus, and I like took it in stride, really, except for I went grocery shopping over my lunch hour and I bought cheesecake. It was a piece of cheesecake like about this big, and that's what I had for lunch. So I more or less took my feelings inward and punished myself basically with food in a rewarding, punishing way, if that makes any sense to anybody. I am my own worst enemy when it comes to sabotage and food. What I've learned is I am a food addict. I am compulsive with food. I definitely emotionally eat. I emotionally sabotage my weight loss efforts by not dealing with my feelings in a productive way. Productive means dealing with them. I mean, food is not going to help my feelings. Food is not going to make me feel any better about any situation. Food is not the answer to my problems. There was a quote that I really like, and it said, "I've never met a person with a person who has a food problem that actually had a food problem," meaning food isn't their problem. There's a different root issue, and I totally identify with that. I definitely am a comfort eater. I'm a grazer. I'm an emotional eater. When I get upset, that's the vice I go to. When I quit smoking, I noticed I had gained weight as well, and I use smoking in much the same way as I use food, where if something emotional would happen, I would say I need to go have a cigarette. I rewarded myself with cigarettes, like, oh, I finished this project, I'm going to go have a cigarette. Or I would take a break with a cigarette where, like, okay, I'll smoke the cigarette and then I'll go vacuum. Just different things like that. And I substitute with a cross addiction or transfer addiction, and that changed right on over into food. And so I do that with food now. So kind of digressing on a subject, but going back to the main topic of toxic people in my life. I do have toxic people in my life who are all around me. You know, in everyday life, there are people who are toxic around you. But as far as the people in my life that are my core group people, the ones that I'm with, they're very much supportive of my weight loss efforts, and it hurts them to see me hurt myself with food. So the band, I knew I had a food problem. I knew I had an overeating problem, and the band showed me just how terrible or how tragic my food addiction is. And it does have a lot to do with sugar. There's a gal on YouTube, her name is Chubby Bear, and it may have numbers in it. But anyway, she talks about sugar being like heroin to her. And I can really relate to what that statement means, because I can get off track. I can be healthy eating and really be watching and just staying away from the junk, the chocolates, the sweets, the sugars, and stuff like that. The minute I pick one up, it's like picking up a alcohol drink for an alcoholic, or a drug for a drug addict, or a cigarette for a smoker, it starts again, and I have to work to break that cycle. And part of it is, for me, is I really enjoy the sweets. I enjoy the sugars. I enjoy the candies. I enjoy those things. And so it would be different if it was like, I enjoyed cigarettes in a different way, okay? But they stunk. They were expensive. They made me cough in the morning. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and smoke. My clothes smelled like smoke. My car had a yellow film on it. You know, I mean, so there's a lot of negative things to smoking. And unfortunately, even though I know there's negative things to sugar and sweets and things like that, I don't look at them as if they're negative. I look at them as if, yum. You know, I didn't look at that cheesecake I had for lunch today as a, this is hurting me. This is a hurting me food. I looked at it as, I'm going to have that piece of cheesecake. The voices, or the rational thinking inside my head says, well, I'm not eating lunch. I'm just eating this piece of cheesecake that's about this big. So, you know, justified that. And some people who don't know me or whatever, they're like, oh, well, that's not that bad. For me, it is that bad. For me, that is a choice that is harmful to me. Because after I eat that, my body is in tune to sugar. I have a high rush. I come down from a sugar high and I crash, and then my body wants to stabilize with more sugar, and so I get more cravings to eat more sugar, and it's a cycle for me. Anyway, so I am my own worst enemy. When I'm on track, I'm on track, but it only takes one piece of pie, one piece of cake, one piece of cheesecake, and I'm off and running. So anyway, that's what I have to share today for the topic. And I guess I'll leave you with the thought of tune in tomorrow, because Lauren Taylor is going to come on and rock this topic. And then make sure you come back on Friday, because we're going to have a fill-in speaker. Or fill-in, yeah, speaker, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, guys, feel free to make us reply videos. We all love getting reply videos. It makes us feel so special. Please feel free to comment your little hearts out, because we love reading your comments as well.